Today is moving day, and more than likely going to rain. Well, today we have to pack up the house to move to Talisay. So we're leaving Mactan. Talisay is probably about half an hour away. We'll go across the CCLEX, our favourite piece of road, and get ourselves to our new AirBnB. Now, after we've finished doing the move and all the rest of it, I do want to sit down and discuss Airbnbs, what Airbnbs are like here in the Philippines at the moment, the pitfalls and the good things about Airbnb versus the pitfalls and the good things about other sites. And it's starting to sprinkle. Awesome. Just what you need when you're trying to move house. Luckily I've got the army tarp and stuff, so that'll help. Anyway, it's only just after 5 here, so we've got a few hours, but we've got a lot to pack and a lot to do, so I'm going to kick off with it, and I'll come back to you later on in the day when we get to the new place and show you the new Airbnb and have a quick discussion with you. Anyway, see you then. Alrighto, so real quick update, 75% packed. Watching a bit of good old YouTube, so shout out to Commander Diet and Will, the Aussie farmer, and a few other guys that are that I'm watching. The joys of moving house, the joys of moving house, what it takes to move a family of 3 from place to place. Would I recommend it? Possibly not. If you're coming to the Philippines, try to lock yourself into one place. If you're coming as just a couple, it's great to move around. If you've just got a young child and it's just one bag of clothes for them, it's great. But when you come here with the idea to settle down and then you decide to go home, yeah, no, it's not easy at all. So we have 4 weeks left in Talisay this time, at another Airbnb. And for us, Airbnbs have been a handy thing to use. We got scammed on an Airbnb one early on when we first got here, because basically Airbnb was allowing people to just willy-nilly put their things up, and we turned up and it was empty. Basically the locks were missing off the door. We looked inside and it looked like a bomb hit it. So the things that we've gone through, the things that we've experienced, all the ups, the downs, the ins and the outs, for me have been hard at times, because, you know, for me as a dad, I'm worried and concerned for my daughter and my wife. But honestly, it's been an amazing journey. Even though we haven't done what we wanted to do, even though we haven't seen all the things we wanted to see, my biggest suggestion is don't travel the Philippines in a car, because parking is an absolute nightmare, and trying to just pull over to have a look at something can be quite difficult. So if you're coming to the Philippines, do it on a scooter. Just like when you go to Bali or Thailand, because you can just pull over, you can park it anywhere, it's quick, it's convenient, and it's cheap, especially with the price of fuel at the moment. Yeah. And not only that, repairs are so much quicker, they're so much easier, because there's, you know, the bigger the vehicle, the bigger the costs. So now we have to even try and sell that. So that's going to be interesting in itself. But in saying that, we will have all our paperwork, because we're still waiting on it to come back from the lawyers. You know, that in itself was a nightmare. You've got to make sure that the owner is available to be able to sign what we call a statutory declaration, but it's about having it, what's the word for it? crackers. Basically you go to the lawyer, the owner and the seller, notarized, and you get the deed of sale notarized, which makes it quick, clean, and easy to be able to transfer it. Now you also need to make sure that you've got the original ORCR. You've got to make sure. So you've got to make sure you've got all your documents. There's a couple of documents that you need, which is obviously for the registration and for the purchase of the vehicle. So because they need to check those to make sure that obviously dodgy engines haven't been put in, and anyway. So there's a lot of rigmarole there. Then they prefer obviously for you to have a Philippine license to be able to do it with. You've got to go to the highway patrol to make sure that there is no. So you get a highway patrol clearance, so that to make sure that there's nothing outstanding on it, like multiple fines and whatnot. Because if there is, then yeah. So we're just waiting on that paperwork to come back. Hopefully that'll be back, because I'm using JRC Consulting, Visa Consultants. I met him at a friend's bar, who owns a bar here in Cebu, and he's gone from being this small to absolutely huge now here in the Philippines. He's an amazing guy. So I've met the actual owner of it, and became quite good friends with him. So he's got his lawyers dealing with that for us, and yes, it's cost a little bit. I won't say how much, but yes, it's cost a little bit to get that rectified. So when you come here with an amount in mind that you think, and then double it. Always make sure you've got reserves, because it can be very quick and easy to chew through your money. I mean, we've gone through 12 months worth of money in 6 months. In actual fact, less than 6 months, by purchasing the car, because everything here from when we were investigating coming up has doubled or tripled, and we weren't expecting to be in Airbnbs all the time. We were expecting to be in a full-time rental, but yeah, it was when we went to Dumaguete to have a look at settling down there. It wasn't for us. Sadly, look, I'll be honest. The older expats there made my daughter feel very uncomfortable, and this whole time, everywhere we go, my daughter has felt uncomfortable with the older expats because of their staring, ogling, and leering, which has been a real shame. Because she is a good-looking kid, and the fact that she's as developed as she is and all the rest of it, personally, it's sickened me. It has absolutely sickened me how the Westerners are here. Don't get me wrong, I've met a lot of wonderful Westerners. I've met a lot of really, really nice people along the way, but the majority that are here, yuck. Absolutely yuck. But hey, that's, part and parcel. And that's why we were looking for somewhere to settle down, so that we could settle down in one place, get comfortable, and be out of the city, be away from the majority of Western expats, and the older expats. Because let's be real, the younger ones, they basically come here to just have their fun, to travel and then go. Whereas we're sort of middle-aged, so we were looking for business opportunities. And we found some, and we now have, from this travels, having boots on the ground, getting a first-hand, experiencing a first-hand glimpse at what it's really all about, where the situation is currently, because COVID's not over yet, and there's still a lot of lingering effects of this whole COVID pandemic business. So, we have decided that the best thing for us, and for the best thing for our daughter's state of mind and life currently, is for us to go back to Australia. So we'll go back to Australia. The wife will slot straight back into running hotels. I'll go straight back into running my handyman maintenance business, and that in itself is going to be a challenge to kick back off the ground. But I've got a lot of my old clients looking for me to come back. So in saying that, you know, life's not going to be hard to slot back into, because we're going to actually go back and stay with the mother-in-law, who's also in Australia. So that's you know, that's handy. We'll be able to save money there. We'll be able to start saving up for the reason we come here. You know, to set up our version of a little resort, and our version of a dive setup, and our version of basically what did I call it the other day? An aquatic adventure business. And you know, then there'll be added extras like the scooters and whatnot. You know, we'll do that here on Cebu, because we have absolutely fallen in love with this island. There is, you know, like down south, up north, absolutely beautiful, and there is so much opportunity here, but it has gotten more expensive. So that'll be the interesting part itself, and how long it'll take to set up. But you know, when we come back, it'll be just me and the wife this time, because I don't see that the daughter will want to make the journey again. You know, bringing teenagers to the Philippines that have lived in the West is a challenge unto itself. And you know, to those who have actually done it and made it, and made a success of it, more power to you. You know, kudo points. You should give yourself a pat on the back, actually, because it has been a severe challenge. It has been a real challenge for us, and that's just the reality of it. But that's okay. So we'll finish packing up. We'll head off. We can get in early to our next Airbnb, which is in another subdivision. But this time we're not having to deal with, you know, all the construction that's going on around. It's an older, and it's 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, double stories, supposedly got a sea view, so it should be really nice. Really looking forward to it. But yeah, so I'll show you that in the next vlog. But look, there have been so many challenges and experiences and things that we've learned along the way. So if you have any questions, please feel free to shoot an email through, or shoot a comment through, and I'll be happy to answer it, because we have gained a lot of experience. I mean, trust me, if you could do it wrong, we've done it wrong and had to learn, because everything is changing here. Everything has changed here. It's not running the way it used to. It's completely different. So yeah, feel free, reach out, and we'll be happy to. So for those of you who are new to this channel, please feel free to like, share, subscribe, comment. For those of you who have stuck around and watched our journey, thank you so much. It's been amazing to show you. So there shall be more vlogs coming out, because we are intending to still go down south and back up north and see quite a bit more in the next 4 weeks. Well, actually in the next 2 to sort of 3, because I have to sell the car. So I'll be putting that on the market very shortly, and yeah, that should be fun. That'll be another experience. Not looking forward to that, but looking forward to getting rid of it, so that we can then let go and move back home. If we don't sell it, we'll actually just store it here. We'll check in with some of our friends and see whether we can leave it there and just keep it registered, because that way each time we come back, because we're intending to come back every 6 to 9 months, whilst we set ourselves up, learn more, find the exact correct area, where we really feel at home, because Cebu, you know, it's the closest thing to Bali I've found thus far. The closest thing to Bali, and I'm a massive fan of Bali, and there'll be vlogs coming out in Bali as well. You know, I'll be showing you, you know, around Western Australia. I'll be showing you when we take off up to Bali for holidays, because I like to go up every 3 months as a bit of a release, some downtime from work, because I tend to work 12 hours a day, 7 days a week when I'm working, and yeah, work hard, play hard. Anyway, I think that'll be enough for this one. So guys, have a great old day, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and always keep it real. It's the only way to be. Peace out, guys.